Hi everybody. Okay, great work on Epicurus and the Epicureans. So we're dealing with the garden philosophers, these people who would wander around in their gardens. They would be talking philosophy. Okay, they'd be, developing their friendships. Okay, and a lot of what the Epicureans taught is going to be in agreement with what Aristotle taught. So long story short, the good life is one that's lived in moderation. Okay, we've heard the saying, all things in moderation. So whether it's, physical pleasures or it's mental pleasures, it's important to kind of like hit that bullseye, okay, on the dartboard, not doing something too much, not doing it too little, but just doing it in just the right amounts can really, lead one to the good life, okay? So, think of all the physical pleasures people can have, okay? It's easy to get burned out on that stuff, or it can begin to have a deleterious effect on, our mental state or even on us physically, okay? So one thing that the Epicureans focus on the most was the mental pleasures, okay? Talking about philosophy, okay? Listening to music, okay? Just enjoying the natural world as they would take walks through the garden, hence they're called the garden philosophers, okay? And at the time, back in ancient Greece, there were, a number of wars going on, and there was a lot of political instability and social chaos. So the Epicureans basically felt like little fish in a big pond, right? And so they just had pretty much each other, and they would just kind of take cover in their houses or in their gardens, and they would just, talk philosophy and develop friendships, because Epicurus really focused on friendships too. That's one of the most important things we can have in life, would be friends, okay? Because friends, they, teach us new ideas. They help us to be more, empathetic. They teach us patience. They teach us kindness. Things that I wouldn't be able to maybe do on my own, as a lone ranger out there when I'm in a community of people that can really help file down my rough edges as a human being, and I can just become just a better person, okay? And friends can help us see things that we couldn't see on our own, okay? So Epicurus didn't believe the gods were involved in our lives. He did believe in them, but they were kind of too high and lofty, and they were just doing, more godly things than paying attention to us mortals down here, okay? And he believed in something like the atomic theory that Democritus believed in. Remember, Democritus was the pre-Socratic philosopher who believed that everything was made up of tiny little particles called atoms. Democritus the atomist, okay? Well, Epicurus held a version of that physical theory of the universe as well. So it's just pretty much us, and we have to make the best of it in the short amount of time we have, and it's basically mind over matter. It's the physical, which would be down here, and the mental that would be up here and would be really emphasized, the mental pleasures over the physical, mind over matter. So that's another 1-2 on Epicureanism, and I look forward to our next meetup. I'll see you then.